Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Office Hours. Today is August 8th, 2023, and we're going to be talking about leveraging LinkedIn. So, I don't know about you, but I am on all the platforms currently: LinkedIn, Facebook, and what used to be known as Twitter. But where I can be found most often is LinkedIn. That is my primary business strategy. So, just a little bit of information about LinkedIn's reach. It is used by about 137 million US LinkedIn members. And of those, about 69% use LinkedIn every day. So, it has tremendous reach. You have a great opportunity to connect with potential clients, your ideal customer, as well as people in your field and maybe even tangential to your field that can help you out. So let's talk about connections versus followers. So on LinkedIn, if you're connected to someone, you're going to be able to see each other's shares and updates on your LinkedIn feed. You'll also be able to send messages to your connections. But if someone is following you on LinkedIn, that allows you to see the person's posts and articles on your homepage, or your followers rather. They'll be able to see what you post and things on your homepage, but you will not be connected with them. All right, so then there's followers and people following you. So there's people you follow and people that follow you. I hope that makes sense. So, yeah, so that could be anybody. You don't necessarily have to be connected to them. And you can also follow organizations. Again, thinking about that ideal customer. Maybe it's a nonprofit or a foundation that you're really interested in working with. And that's a great place to start a relationship by commenting on the things that they post, liking and sharing, and doing all the things. So, what is your connection strategy? So, over the years, I've definitely gone back and forth between I really don't connect with people I do not know. I certainly don't want people saying that I have referred them or I recommend them or anything like that if I really haven't. And probably lately, I probably connect with most people who are in my field or somewhat related to my field. I probably have been lately defaulting more on that. I don't know. I'll probably swing more to the middle. And what I have been doing is what my friend and colleague Tasha Parker does, where she'll just reach out to them and say, "Hey, saw that you were, interested in my profile. We don't really know each other. Would you be willing to hop on a Zoom call?" I think that is a great strategy, a great middle ground, and a great way to build your network. So, you might have heard of the 6 degrees of separation. Apparently, we're all connected to Kevin Bacon in some way. I think that's really funny. But it does speak to, when you get to know people, it's really interesting to find out how much you actually have in common. And you typically do know someone they know. So, how do you leverage the LinkedIn platform? So, remember, you want to connect with people who are your ideal client, maybe folks that you are interested in working with or working for. So, generate that list. Who are those folks that you really want to learn more about, those organizations you really want to uh, know about? So, you might be searching for the executive director, for example. Well, look at their profile, look at who is connected to them, and LinkedIn will tell you common connections. So you want to pay attention to that. Who knows them that also knows you, or who knows you that also knows them, right? So you want to look at those first and second degree connections, especially those second degree connections, right? We sometimes kind of overlook that, and we only pay attention to the first degree connections, but those second degree connections are really important too. All right, so my next LinkedIn tip would be to rev up your profile. This is definitely something I have been trying to do and have learned about in the last few years. So, brand consistency is super important. I had a brand analysis done a few years ago. I had no clue that I was, inconsistent in my brand across all of the different social media platforms. So, apparently, who knew it's really important to use maybe the same headshot shot rather, the same brand colors, even the way you describe yourself. You'll have the opportunity to do that in your profile. You want to keep that brand presence, that description, the profile pic, the background. Everything needs to be aligned across all of the platforms. You want, when people see your post, to recognize, oh, that's community evaluation solutions in my example. And then don't forget, you can also create a company profile. For example, I have a Ann Price profile on LinkedIn. I also have a community evaluation solutions profile, and you can invite people to like your company page. So just a tip there. All right, so let's talk about how to get noticed on LinkedIn. First of all, articles. I often publish maybe my blogs on my blogs, which is on my resource page on my website. But I will take that and use it in multiple ways. So, for example, on LinkedIn, I will use that as an article. And articles, in terms of the LinkedIn algorithm, gets a lot more views. It's going to get in people's feed more than a regular post. But regular posts are great. I do that all the time. So just remember, as in all social media platforms, if you use some kind of video or picture or GIF or GIF, if that's the way you say it, that definitely helps get eyeballs on your post. And then be sure that you share and comment on news stories. It's very tempting. I know I am really guilty of this, to just kind of go through or scroll through rather, and just, like that kind of thing. But you're really adding value and drawing people's attention to you when you comment with something thoughtful about the article. Don't just share it. Make a thoughtful comment, ask a question of the author. You could even use that as an opportunity to reach out to the author. All right, so 5.5 tips a la Matt. First, rev up your profile. Think about how you want to describe yourself, the kind of result you want to have from revving up that profile. Make sure that you have a consistent brand presence. You want to post multiple times, at least during the week. Some people even say a couple of times a day. I personally do not have time for that. You want to find your ICA, your ideal customer, and get to know them. And then make connections. Remember, who is it that you are wanting to connect with, and who do you know that is connected to that person? Make sure you like and share and comment, and really get to know them as a friend, right? Because people do business with other people. And then last is that tip: just be a friend. If you see your colleagues sharing on Facebook, like, share, make a comment. Same with those professional leaders that you want to connect with. Make sure you like and share and comment about their posts. All righty, everybody, it is your turn. Be sure you stay in touch. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you are not already. And now we're going to have some sharing time. Thanks, everybody.